Hi guys, welcome to our ValZenDen. My name is Valerie. I have been prolonging this video for so long. I have been wanting to film this since literally my collection ranking video, and so many things just happened. I got a little sick. It was too much, so I just have to film it now, even though I look busted, but it's fine. We all just want to see the ranking, right? There has been a lot of trios and quads since the last time I did the ranking, so it is gonna be a couple of collections too. I counted 17 quads and trios, so let me just start off with my least favorite one, and I think that's gonna have to be the tortoise quad. I automatically knew that was gonna be my least favorite because it is the one that I was, I guess, least excited for, and it is the one that I used the least. I didn't really see my trio ranking from last time, but I'm gonna do the same thing I did with my other video, and I'm gonna rank the polishes in itself. I honestly think I'm gonna go with Leonardo as my number one. I used this polish in my Taylor Swift Eras nails, and I actually really liked how it looked, so that is a polish that I haven't really looked into until I did it. I think that's why this one is number one. For number two, I'm gonna have to go with Raphael because it is probably like the most unique one because it is like a red toned polish. So Donatello is gonna be my number three, and it's because it's a very cool like sheer brown color, and when I attempted to do the tortoise nails, I did use this one a lot and it came so in handy. And then my last place goes to Michelangelo just because it is just like a tan brown color, and I like the other ones way better. I'm not sure if I scooted over, but I'm just gonna slightly scoot over to show you guys the collections here. Okay, so my number 16 unfortunately is gonna have to go to Mascafé Trio. That was actually like a collab with Lights Lacquer and Lights Label, and I think it's so low because I only own one polish from the whole collection. I just unfortunately did not get the chance to buy the whole collection together. I am mostly obsessed with the cap. It is like a sagey green blue kind of color, and I think it adds such a cool unique touch to the polishes, so I really love that. Okay, so even though I don't have this polish, I think my number one is gonna have to go to Colada. I wanted this one so bad, and unfortunately I wasn't able to pick it up. I just think it's such a gorgeous dark chocolate brown with a bunch of like colorful rainbow sprinkles. I'm super sad that I don't have that polish, but I think I'm gonna put that as number one. My number two is gonna be Cortadito, which is the only one that I currently own. I just think it's such a fun brown. I love adding glitter to anything, and I really like it that that one has it already included without adding a topper or anything. I think I like Colada a little bit more because it is a dark chocolate, and this one is more of a tan, more of my skin tone looking like kind of brown. And my number three is gonna have to go to Espumita, which is probably why this trio is ranked so low. I just never had an interest in that polish, and maybe something else would have been cooler with this trio, but I feel like it makes sense because Espumita is like the little foam that foams up on the coffee and the colada. So yeah, that's my ranking. Okay, so my number 15 is gonna have to go to the Birthday Brat trio. Not the one that recently just came out. I think this was like the first one they came out with, the original Birthday Brat, which I just realized that they named one of the new like birthday collections Birthday Brat when the whole trio collection was called Birthday Brat, so like that was kind of funny. I feel like mostly the big reason why this is so low is because I am not a super pink kind of person, and this is just like a very bubblegummy kind of pink collection, even though it is adorable. So obviously my first place is gonna have to go to Sugar Baby. Sugar Baby is the really shimmery one. I think it is gorgeous, and I love how like the undertone is very like pinky shimmers. Number two is gonna be Strawberry Frosting. I actually really like that pink because it's kind of like a mid-tone and it's kind of like warm toned, so I think it is so pretty, and it's like definitely one of my favorite pinks that she's ever released. And my number three is gonna have to be Candy Clouds. I just feel like I have a lot more favorite like baby pinks in Lights Lacquer, so that's why she is so low. All right, so this one I feel a little scared to tell you guys, but my number 14 is gonna have to be Dream a Little Dream. This is one of the most recent collections that they have put out. I was pretty shocked to put it this low, but I just debated it on forever and it just ended up here. Obviously it's a very aesthetically pleasing collection and it is gorgeous, but I just feel just like in the other video, I like other collections way better than this one. My absolute favorite one from this collection is gonna have to be Earth Angel. I just am obsessed with this polish, and I felt so bad for putting it this low for that polish alone because it is one of the coolest polishes that they have ever released and the most unique too. Okay, so my number 2 is gonna be I'll Be Seeing You. I just feel like it is such a delicate, beautiful, glittery polish. It is very unique also for Lights Lacquer because it has like little tiny flecks of like a brownish kind of color, but it has a very tiny pearly shimmer to it also. It makes so much sense in this collection because it's very angelic and delicate and soft. So I really like I'll Be Seeing You, and I feel like that one was one of the most popular ones, so let me know what you guys think. Okay, so my number 3 is gonna be La La Land. This is also like a pretty unique polish, but they did come out with a flaky kind of polish like that earlier on, which I'll mention in this video. That one is one of the least that I gravitate towards, but I definitely want to play with it. I just need to think of what colors would look cool with this one on top, but I really like La La Land. And my last place, my least favorite from this whole collection, is gonna be Head in the Clouds. I just don't see myself using this often. I don't gravitate towards it, but it is a very cool option of like a white because it is very like see-through and jelly-ish unless you build it up like I have before in the past. Okay, so this collection, I wasn't sure if it was technically a trio, but it is because they came out in 3. So my number 13 is gonna be the Lacquer Lips and Tips collection that came out, but I'm only gonna be talking about the actual polishes. These are all OG from KL Polish. I think this is such a pretty collection because it has like pinky nudes and then like a very fun metallic-y kind of shade. So my favorite one from this whole collection is gonna be Das Expensive. I just think it is so fun. I love that silvery gold. I love it so much more than just a plain gold. And my 2 and 3 are kind of like, I don't know what to pick because they are both so beautiful. Miss Honey is like a warm toned nude color, and then Alyssa is like a true pinky color. I don't know. Sometimes I like Alyssa more, sometimes I like Miss Honey more. So my number 12 is gonna be Truly Madly Deeply. This is like a very rosy pinky collection, and like if you guys know me, you know that I'm not like a very pinky person, but when it comes to like less dramatic pinks, I think I am more here for that than anything else. And I just love the whole theme. I love that song. I grew up listening to that song, so it just threw me back completely. All right, so my number 1 is gonna have to be Which We Color Rose. I fell in love with that polish the moment I saw it. I just love how it's like more of a deep kind of nude pink, and it has kind of like a guava pinky toned look, and I just love that. It's so pretty. My number 2 is gonna be Foley's and Nonsense. It is a very unique red shimmery kind of color, and it makes me so sad that they're not available anymore, at least as far as I know, because it was a cool like trio. I thought it was so pretty, so romantic and gorgeous. And my last place is going to be How to Quit You, just because it is more of a neutral pinky shade, so I think the other ones are more attractive and more fun for me. Okay, so my number 11 kind of hurt me to put it this low because I swore by this trio for such a long time. Unfortunately, it's gonna have to go to Mojave Meadows. I absolutely love this polish collection. I think it is so pretty and so well made and put together. First of all of the trios and the quads are all limited edition, so once they're gone forever. So I'm pretty sure this one is gone. My number 1 absolutely is going to Mirage because it is the most beautiful, glittery, soft, neutral, but fun and exciting polish. I'm so sad it's gone. I think I even got backups before they discontinued it, and I'm so glad I got it because it is such a gorgeous, delicate polish. My number 2 is gonna be Jolene. I don't know if they ever changed the name. I'm sure they did, but it's like the more cool toned pink out of the 2, and I'm a sucker for cool toned polishes, so that one was very cool, very unique, and I love it till this day. And my last place is Desert Rose, which I'm sad I have to put it this low because I have always looked at this polish and thought about Nala from The Lion King, and I'm like, this is like kind of like her skin tone, not really. For some reason it had always reminded me of that. I know it might be weird, but I love this collection. I'm so sad it's gone. All right, so we are entering the top 10. My number 10 is going to It Had to Be Moon. Moon. And just like the other polish collections, it's this low because I like the other ones way more. Absolutely 100% my number one is gonna go to Moon River. I am obsessed with it. This is like my dream cool toned blue polish. I definitely see it more as like a gray than a blue, but I know it is like in the blue family. I'm obsessed with it. I love it. I think you can still get this polish. I honestly don't even know what I'm saying because I don't know if they still have it in stock, but if they do, run, because it is such a beautiful polish. And now with, you know, the fall and the winter coming, I feel like it would be so beautiful as a nanny. My number two is gonna be Blue Moon. I think this is one of the prettiest blues that has come out of Light Lacquer. It is just like a mid-tone but like soft kind of blue, and I know so many people love it, so the only reason why it's number two is because of Moon River. And my last place, unfortunately, I was never able to actually play with it. I was never able to buy it, and I feel like it's kind of unfair to put it in last place, but it's gonna go to Moonstone. Let me know how you like it if you actually got to buy it. Now that I have La La Land, I don't feel like I missed out too much, but I know that they're not the same because this one truly looks like a moonstone, so kind of sad about that. But if you enjoy it, let me know. Okay, so my number 9, I feel like not a lot of people ever talk about this trio anymore, but it is gonna be the Winter Break trio. I thought it was very cool and unique because it wasn't your typical like pinks or neutrals. It was actually something different and really cool for the winter. So 100% my number 1 is gonna be Varsity Jacket. I am so sad that the trios and the quads are like limited edition because so many beautiful, amazing polishes have come from the trios and quads. So Varsity Jacket is like the dark shimmery purple. I love that tone of purple, and I'm just so sad it doesn't exist anymore. This one has always reminded me of the Selena dress with the last concert, that it was like a beautiful purpley shimmery dress that just like completely reminds me of her. My number 2 is gonna go to Burberry, which is that really pretty purpley cool toned one. Like I said before, I love my cool toned polishes, so that one is like one of my favorite ones. And my last place is gonna go to As If, just because if you guys know me, you know that reds aren't really my thing, but this one is actually one of the prettiest reds, and I think it's like one of the top reds on my ranking, which I know I have to do now that I'm doing all of them. I just like this tone of red. All right, my number 8, it's one of the newer collections. This one is gonna go to Beyond the Sea. I love how they brought this collection out right on time because everyone, before the Barbie thing, everyone was obsessed with mermaid core, so this one came out at a perfect time, and it was just like a very pretty mermaid collection without overdoing it. All right, if you guys know me, you already know my number 1 is gonna go to Our Mermaids Not Sweet, which is a beautiful aqua shimmery one of the most exciting polishes I have been for in a while. That polish is absolutely amazing. I'm so obsessed with it. That's why it kind of makes me sad to put it this low, because that polish alone, I feel like it deserves to be higher. Okay, my number 2 is gonna go to So Long Loverboy. That polish is so beautiful, and I remember when I showed it to my mom before it even launched, she was so obsessed with it that she made me actually paint her nails this polish. And she's kind of like the opposite in me with taste. She likes very neutral, natural, soft colors, so to see her be attracted to a color that is not in her usual spectrum of, you know, favorites, it goes to show how beautiful So Long Loverboy actually is. And I love it that you could actually layer it, so you don't have to make it super opaque. You can definitely do 1 or 2 coats and it'll be such a beautiful pearly finished purple pink. My number 3, it makes me sad to put it in number 3 because I have fallen in love with it recently. It's gonna go to Message in a Bottle. When I applied this, when I did my nail pose, I completely fell in love with it. I honestly think it's because it has like a greenish undertone. I just think this polish was so cool that I feel bad that I kind of overlooked it when it came out, but it is truly such a cool off-white color. One of my favorite off-whites from Light Lacquer for sure. And last place is gonna go to Eat My Bubbles, just because this one is perfect to put on all 3 polishes, especially Message in a Bottle. I feel like it gives it more life. All right, my number 7 is gonna be After Party. I know that grays and silvers are not for everyone, but I am a silver girl. I have always loved silver jewelry. I don't know why, it's just always attracted me. So when I saw like a very all silvery cool toned kind of collection, I fell in love. The one that truly made me fall in love was Dirty Dancing, so that is my number 1. Like I've said before, I feel like there's a lack of grays in Light Lacquer, so when I saw a gorgeous shimmering one, I just fell in love with it. I really think this polish is super unique to Light Lacquer, so I love it. My number 2 is going to go to City of Stars. Even though technically it is a topper, and I usually don't do this with toppers. I personally feel like I would wear this on its own. 3 coats and it'll be just like a shimmery goodness. I don't really say that about other glitter toppers, but this one is just so special and magical, so hopefully they never get rid of it because I feel like it is essential to a collection. And my number 3 is gonna go to Voulez-Vous. It makes me sad to put it this low because it is one of the prettiest whites in Lights Lacquer, like all of Lights Lacquer. I love the finish. It has like a purpley blue kind of like pearly finish to it, and it is so magical and so beautiful, so definitely get your hands on it while you can. Okay, we are in number 6, and this one is also a recent collection. I'm gonna give it to Polly Pocket. I was truly shocked when they announced that they were collabing with Polly Pocket. I was so obsessed because just like you guys, Polly Pocket is part of my childhood. I showed you guys in the collection that I had like an actual Polly Pocket collection, and then I had a little like the little shells. I'm so sad I lost them. I just don't know where they went. They're somewhere in the world. 100% my favorite one is gonna be Pocket World. It's the beautiful aqua green polish. I am so obsessed with this polish. It is one of the most beautiful like aqua colors, like turquoise colors that she has come out with. I just love how it's like kind of translucent and it has a bunch of glitter, so it is like perfect for people who like jellies. My number 2 is Tiny is Mighty. It is the purple version of Pocket World, and it is truly a beautiful lavendery purple. Those two alone, just like, oh my god. I think my number 3 is gonna go to It's the Little Things, just because I feel like I would use this one more than Polyville. It's the Little Things is just like a delicate soft pinky polish that I would definitely use over Polyville, which is my number 4. Even though Polyville is still a beautiful pink, I just definitely prefer It's the Little Things. Okay, we are on my top 5, and my number 5 is gonna go to the Y3K birthday collection. This one, I saw like an actual war online with this because it sold out so quickly and people were so pissed about it, and I feel you. Literally the reason why this one is so on top of my list because I love this one so much more than the first birthday collection that they come out with, but I think it did do like a super small restock, so I'm so sorry if you weren't able to grab these polishes, but I just think they are so much fun. As a non-pink person, for this to be like this up high like really says something. So my number 1, it was kind of hard to place all of these in a rank because they are so freaking cool. They are all different from each other, which makes it that much more special, but I think my number 1 is gonna go to Drama Queen. How can you like not like that glitter bomb on your fingers? I did this one in my poll and it actually won, so it is somewhere on my Instagram. I think I like this collection more than the other one because these are all kind of like a slight cool toned pink color. My number 2 is gonna go to Birthday Brat. I don't usually use polishes like this, but when I saw Birthday Brat, I fell in love with it because it is one of the most beautiful pinks that they have released, and I don't understand why it's limited edition, but it should still be on the website. Like honestly, Birthday Brat is a gorgeous like cool toned pink, and I will cherish that one forever. Unfortunately, Mean Girl is gonna have to be my last place. This one is actually a beautiful polish, but out of the 3, I feel like the other 2 I prefer to wear them. Even though Mean Girl, I feel like so many people really wanted it, so I don't know if they are down to bring back polishes, but they definitely should bring this trio back. Alright, so my number 4 is gonna go to Always By You, and I feel like this one also might be a little controversial because a lot of people didn't really like this collection. I also thought it was gonna be like different shades of green than what they came out with, but I still ended up really liking this collection. I love the theme. Tiana is one of my favorite princesses, so I was really excited to see like a Tiana themed nail polish collection. It is also cool that it kind of included like Shrek also. With that being said, my favorite polish from this whole collection is Frog Prince. It is the perfect like olivey green golden kind of polish. Like I said, I really hate that they are all limited edition because I don't know if I was able to grab a backup for this polish. I hope I did because it is such a beautiful green, and like there's nothing like it in Lights Lacquer, so hopefully they can come out with something similar to that in the future. My number 2 is gonna go to Catching Fireflies. This is also a very pretty like neon yellow green olivey kind of color, super unique to Lights Lacquer. Like I said in my first video, this one kind of reminds me of like the light of the firefly's butt, so it is very similar to that like neon-y yellow green color. And my number 1 is gonna go to Fiona, which I think this one is the only one that is still in stock, and I think it's called Swamp Girl now. And I know this green is not for everyone, tone, but it is still a very cool swampy green. Even as a green girl myself, like this is not totally the greens that I usually go with, but I still can appreciate like the uniqueness and prettiness of like the undertones of this polish. Okay, we are in the top 3. My number 3 is gonna go to, I think this is the very first trio that they come out with, but it's gonna have to go to the Supernova trio. I just feel like they completely killed it with that trio, that it is still like on my top. I love shimmers, I love purples. I just think that there was like a shade for everyone who loves purple. So my number 1 best one from this whole collection in my opinion is Protozoa. I knew the moment I saw it that this one was gonna be my girl. I love dark polishes, but I had never seen a dark purpley super shimmery hollow like this. Even though we did have like amethyst, but this one was different because it was like a little bit darker. It had like a black undertone with purple green shimmers. It was such a beautiful shade, and I really hope I did get a backup with this one because I loved it so much. My number 2 is gonna go to Nebula because it is like a lavendery pinkish kind of hollow shimmery polish. I think it is so beautiful. This one is just like so universal that I feel like everyone loved. And my last place is gonna go to Xenon. It was like a magenta kind of color with like bluish kind of shimmers on it. It was very cool. Even though it is my last place, it was a very cool polish. Okay, we have arrived to the top 2. This one and my first place were in a battle. Constant battle in my brain because I love these so much. It was really sad to have to like choose one, but my number 2 is gonna go to Oh Snap Trio. I am still shocked of how beautiful this collection is. I thought it was such a smart idea to replicate the colors that are on the bottle labels of like the finishes and the base coat and the top coat. Such a cool idea. Even ranking these is really hard because I love them so much, and I'm literally about to tell you guys like I don't want to do it because I don't know, like I like them so much. Even Dear Diary, which is the pink one, probably on the top of my pink list because it is such a dope and unique pink. But I think I'm gonna have to put Eat My Shorts as number 1 just because I immediately fell in love when I saw that aqua turquoise kind of green. Oh my god, so beautiful. I think my number 2 is gonna go to Chill Pill. I wish I could put Chill Pill as my number 1. It's just like I don't know what to do, but Chill Pill is gonna be my number 2. I just love periwinkle kind of polishes like that. When I put them in my like organizer bottle thing, I still struggle. I'm like, is it a blue or is it like a purple? Oh my god, I struggle so hard. So let me know what you guys think. Is it a blue? Is it a purple? I know it's like technically periwinkle, so it's like a blend of both, but how do you guys have it organized? And my last place, which is not fair because I am obsessed with this one, but it is gonna be Dear Diary, just because I will definitely pick Chill Pill and Eat My Shorts before Dear Diary. But like I said, this is probably one of my most favorite pinks they have ever released, so I just really love this trio. I hope they never get rid of it because it is truly like iconic. And if you haven't guessed by now, my number 1 is gonna go to Los Barrios. I just feel like the whole aesthetic of this collection is so me. I love my grungy blacks and silvers. I just think it is such a dope collection. This one was kind of hard to rank also because I love them all, especially like together. They just make so much sense. But I think my number 1 is gonna go to Meet Me at Space. I just love how unique this black is, especially because we don't have like a lot of blacks in Light Lacquer. I love how this one has like a ton of rainbow shimmers. I might be a little biased because this is the first PR I ever received, and it just made me kind of emotional when I was doing this ranking because it just like threw me back to that time. It was just like such a special moment for me to get PR from Light Lacquer. So I don't know if that's the reason, but I honestly don't think so because this is just like more my like aesthetic vibe type of thing. Anyways, my number 2 is gonna go to Spanglish. Like, how freaking cool is Spanglish? We don't have anything like this polish, and hopefully we get more versions of like metallics. That would be so freaking cool. And it makes me really sad to put Cubana in my last place because I think this one is also on my top like red polishes. It is so cool. I love how it's like a little bit burnt and not super bright and stuff. That is it for this video. I'm so sorry it took so long, but life is crazy and annoying. I hope you enjoyed this video. Like always, please let me know what your ranking is. And if you guys didn't know, I do have an affiliate link and code with Light Lacquer, so it would mean the world to me if you guys would use the code or the link or both. Don't forget to subscribe and give this a like. I love you guys so much, and I will see you on the next one.